Yo guys, what is going on and welcome to another video about the boxing. I'm sorry, this will probably be my last one, at least for a while. A lot of people have tweeted me, what do I think of the fight? Now, I'm going to go through it and I'm going to give you my honest opinion about all the fights. As you can tell, I'm a little bit run down right now. I am stressed. Well, I was stressed. I'm good now. I went to Manchester on Thursday. I came back yesterday and honestly, I am absolutely exhausted. I didn't even fight, so I can't imagine how they're all feeling, but yeah, I'm knackered. First thing I want to do is say congratulations to everyone who fought, because honestly, that night was incredible. Everyone who fought did really well, and thank you for everyone who watched. Obviously, I'm not actually part of it, but I feel like I'm part of it, you know? So I'm going to go through each of them one at a time and just give you my opinions on the fight, obviously. I'll probably get progressively more in detail as the fights go on. And before I start as well, remember, I am not a boxer. I know I'm not a boxer. So everything I say is just my opinion. That was a voice crack. Everything I say is just an opinion based from me. So if I'm wrong with something, I'm sorry. If I sound a little biased, I'm sorry, but this is just how I saw it. I was sat front row, just behind one of the judges, actually. As I said, not a boxer, don't claim to be a boxer, don't claim to have the knowledge of a boxer. So if you're like, oh, you're an idiot, how could you not see that? I'm sorry, okay? This is just how I saw it. So Ham versus Drizzy Jeremy was just an absolute, like, they just slugged it out. Drizzy Jeremy, obviously, I think he tried to box and Ham was just, he literally went ham. It was just like every time Jeremy threw a punch, Ham was just like bang, 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 and it was over. It was. I'm not even gonna bother talking much about this. It was pretty clear. Momo v Rossi. I heard a rumor. Don't know if it's true. As I said, I heard a rumor. I heard speculation that Rossi had actually been training for a while, and then I heard that Momo had never trained, like not even for a day. I actually thought I went into this fight thinking that Rossi was just gonna destroy him. That's just what I heard. I was going off things. Obviously, you shouldn't believe what you read and everything like that. But that's just what I heard. So I went off that, thought Rossi was just going to go in there, and Momo ended up doing a lot more dancing than fighting. I think he pulled out about 4 different Fortnite dances and also a few like taunts. But somehow he won. As in, I'm not saying he didn't deserve to. He did. A lot of people obviously are going to say, the YouTube scene is causing a mockery of the sport and stuff. Obviously, this ain't going to help. But in my eyes, Momo's smart, because everyone who watched that would go, who is this guy? And look him up. Done. He's getting his name out there. And I know he would have looked like an idiot if he had lost, but he took the gamble and it paid off. Then we moved on to the JMX versus Coach Richard fight. And this is where I started to know the guys a bit more, because I know JMX quite well. I didn't really know Rossi and Momo or Jeremy and Ham. I don't know them that well. It was kind of like I kind of want someone to win. I kind of want this person to win or whatever. But this one, JMX versus Coach Richard. I've known JMX a long time. We've had our differences. I've met Richard and he is a really, really, really nice person. So I was a bit like conflicted. JMX was in the same camp as JJ as well. So by the night I was kind of there. I'd seen Joel. I'd spent Thursday and Friday with them and around like Vidal and JJ and that lot. So I was kind of there rooting for Joel. But Coach Richard, he had nowhere near the boxing experience that Joel had, and it kind of showed. He firmed a lot and he did incredible for someone that didn't have that training, but Joel is just too long. Like, Joel was the other side of the ring, just like... It was ridiculous. Like, he couldn't get near him. So yeah, JMX continues to win. He's won 2 out of 2. I assume he'll be fighting in the rematch on the undercard. I don't know who's going to fight him though, because JMX can't fight someone under 6 foot. And before you start saying, Simon, you should do it because I'm over 6 foot, look at me. Look at Joel. Can we have a little side-by-side comparison of what we look like? Because I'm a stick. And I know I have like however many months to train and potentially get big and fight Joel. But let's be honest, he's a good boxer now. I'm not going to be that good. There's no way. Even if I train every single day, I'm not going to be as good as him. And I'm a stick. We need to stick with that. That was a good pun. Thanks. But yeah, Coach Richard, he obviously had the fitness. He had like the athletic ability, but Joel, he just boxed him, didn't he? He just outboxed him. Sensei v Overflow. Now, I have never ever met Overflow, but I actually met him the day before the fight with his parents, I think, and his mate. And he was a really, really, really nice guy as well. And it was annoying because at that point I was literally like, I want Sensei to win. Just like, it's straight up. I know Sensei. He's cool. He's sick at fighting. Everything. I was just like, yep, Sensei to win. Don't want anything else. I met Overflow, and I was actually in the lift with him and his parents, and they were like, oh, are you here for the boxing? And I was like, yeah, my housemate's actually fighting. They were like, oh, okay. And they were like, who are you supporting out of Sensei and Over? And I was just like, Sensei. And I mean, I'm standing in a small lift with these, like, him and his dad. And I have to say, Sensei, I'm not going to lie to him and say, oh, I want Overflow to win, because I've never met him. But, I mean, they're both professionals. They know how to, like, take a win, take a loss, whatever. I saw him after the fight, actually, as well, and he was very calm. I mean, what can you do? You step into a ring with someone, you have a fair fight, and you lose. All you can do is say respect to the other person, and that's it. So, Sensei won. I missed the first round. I went to get a drink. I came back out. I was walking around to go see JJ in the changing room, and as I look to my right, I just see the second round start. I carry on walking around, gets to the third round, and Sensei just kind of like, I see him looking over the edge. He actually leans over, talks to True Geordie, Joe, and Lawrence, and he actually says, like, I didn't hear it, but I've watched the stream back, and he literally goes, left hook, liver shot, or something. He says something like that. And then he goes out and he goes like 1, 2, bang, down. He does like a couple hits, but he goes down straight away. And True Geordie just starts going mad, like, he called it. And then he does it again and he wins the fight. Yeah, he is a true sensei. It's mad. Raka Raka v Scarce. Raka Raka are, apart from JJ and potentially Deji, out of the undercard, they're the people I know the most. Never met Scarce. Didn't know what he looked like. Well, I did know what he looked like. I didn't know what he looked like now because he's lost 100 pounds in 6 months, which is incredible. Saw him at the weigh-in and I was there like, holy crap, he's lost insane amounts of weight. Because I've seen his videos where he's a little bit bigger, but it kind of made me think that straight away I was like, he's not going to have the power he would have had if he had weight. So he was still bigger than Raka Raka. He was still, well, I should say Michael because it wasn't both of them. That would be insane. Imagine Danny on top of Michael fighting. That would be sick. Me and Toby versus Raka Raka on their shoulders. Boom! That's a video. But yeah, Scarce. Met him actually the day after the fight. And yeah, very nice guy. Everyone's really nice. It was really annoying. I wanted them to be dicks so that I could be like, hey, go Raka Raka, fuck him up. But Michael messed him up. Michael, he kept saying he was going to lose. He's actually here right now somewhere. I don't know. He's probably snorting sugar or something. I don't know. But Michael won and yeah, I'm proud of him. I feel like an older, more attractive brother. Actually, now Michael's alright. Danny's fat. Gabe. I love Jay. I love TGF. They are one of the best channels in the UK, if not the best for me personally. But I've known Gabe a long time again. It's so annoying. Why can't people fight people that I hate? This was the ultimate slugfest. This was like up there with JJ's one. Obviously, I said earlier there were a few of the other fights that were, you know, just like slugfest. But this one, both of them managed to like. They both beat up each other so badly. Gib, maybe a little bit more. I didn't know who to support for this. I supported Gib in the end because I've known Gib a long time. And as I said, I spent the couple days beforehand with them and I could not support him. So I supported Gib. I do really like Jay. As I said, like, incredible YouTuber. He's a cool guy as well. Love him. But that fight, I genuinely, when I think back to it, even thinking back to these fights, I realize how nervous I was. I'm sure a lot of you have seen like pictures and stuff. There's a meme that I keep getting tweeted where I'm like holding my heart and it looks like I'm having a heart attack. It's because every fight is just like, I have that small break in between where I'm like, okay, calm down. Then they bring out 2 more fighters and I'm like, oh my god, here we go again. I like them both. Gib, he called out Joe Weller. Now I don't know what's going to happen because that was, like, the way he did it as well. He's standing right next to Joe Weller and he just calls him out. I need to know if that's going to happen because I think Gib will fight on the next undercard. JMX will fight on the next undercard. Sensei might. Don't know about Raka Raka so far. But I don't know. I don't know if I see Joe Weller Gib happening. If you think that's going to happen, let me know. Let me know who you think Gabe is going to fight in the next fight or who Joe Weller's going to fight because there's obviously so many people out there that are like, they're looking. Deji said that he wants to fight. Weller said he wants to fight. Gabe says he wants to fight. JMX says he wants to fight. There's obviously JJ Logan. There's a lot of people. Obviously, there's some Americans who will want to fight, I assume. Before anyone starts calling me out, no, I'm not going to fight you. I'm a pussy. Okay. Main event, Deji v Jake. Deji is like a little brother to me. I've known him the same amount of time I've known JJ. I literally went to his house like a few weeks after I met him and I met Deji. People think we've had our differences and everything and I haven't supported him that publicly at all. In fact, if anything, it's been the opposite. But Deji went out there and he did what I'm sure 98% of the people watching, actually that's a lie because there's a lot of Jake Paulers. 99% of people that don't like Jake Paul wanted to do. And that is punch him in the face. And Deji literally made him bleed. Now, Deji's done a video, I've just literally seen it's come out, called I'm Sorry I Let You Down. Now, Deji's got to know, I'm not saying he, like, that video is wrong or whatever, but he didn't let anyone down. Everyone is proud of Deji for what he did. he went in there, if he had a bit more stamina, I think he could have taken it. But I think like the body shots of Jake and the jabs just tired him out. And he was just there, like, by the 5th round, like 5 rounds of that, he was tired. I mean, as soon as he walked out, I was nervous as hell. I mean, you saw last year's where I was nervous for JJ. I spent the whole thing like this. It was exactly the same. Like, it all came back to me, and I did the same for Deji. Jake Paul did look nervous, though. And I'll tell you guys something. I actually saw Jake Paul afterwards walking out the changing room. I went over to him, and I said, oh, congratulations. Seemed all right. Like, he was just like, oh, thank you very much. Like, everyone's like, oh, Jake Paul is a dick. I don't think he is. I think it's what he shows himself online as. Because even his speech, obviously, he plugged his merch, which, what the hell? Which, it was just... Come on. But he said fair play to Deji. Deji said fair play to him. I think they both just have that mutual respect for each other now because, as I said, once you step in that ring, I don't know. I've spoken to JJ very in depth about it. And once you step in that ring, you respect the hell out of them because, I mean, you get to punch them in the face and they're still there. So basically, what I want to say is congratulations to Jake Paul. Deji, everyone's proud of you. You managed to make Jake Paul bleed from the nose. And yeah, Deji said he wants to come back. So I'm interested to see it. If he carries on from now until... the next fight, that's gonna be a tough fight for whoever faces Deji. That's gonna be a scary fight. Now, JJ, Logan, fuck. This was an insane fight. I know it has not gone down well because of how it ended. I'm on a random poll actually right now. Who wins the battle of the YouTubers? Okay, JJ's got 68%. The way I see it, because JJ's my friend. Every punch that he got hit with, I was like, I was almost in tears. I was literally there like, oh no, he's lost. Straight away, like one punch, one jab, and I was like, he's gonna get knocked out right now. It's over, it's over. I didn't pick up on any punches that JJ did because of my mindset. I thought he was losing the Joe Weller fight. I went back and watched the Joe Weller fight, and I went, he didn't even get hurt. Like, he got hit 5 times. But the way I see it is very different. So, as soon as the fight ended, I was like, I think he might have lost or it's a draw. That was my, straight away, that was my opinion. Everyone around me starts saying, no, actually, he's won it. He's won it, 100%. He's won it, he's won it, he's won it. Then I hear a draw. I went back and I've watched the fight again. And I can genuinely see how it's a draw. Everyone is slating it because they're like, oh, it's so set up. Let me tell you this, right? Here's a little theory for you, okay? Everyone says they set it up, they rigged it, so it's a draw, so that they can do a rematch. They had already talked about a rematch. It would make a lot more sense for one of them to have won, do a rematch, one of them to, like, the other one to win, and then they can have a third one. That would make 10 times more sense if that's what they were going for. The truth is, they were literally just trying to beat each other. Logan started off better than JJ. He won the first 2 rounds. JJ came into his own. He won the last round 100%. I think he won the 4th. The 5th and the 3rd, I was very undecided. I can't remember. But if you're sitting there, like I saw Logan tweet out something that was like, well then, and it was how many punches they landed. But they weren't all significant punches because Logan did land a lot of jabs in that first round and another later round. All of JJ's hits, like the last round especially, one of those was worth 10 jabs. I'm not saying that's worth the points. So don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, they were harder hits. You can't stage that. You can't even rig it. Like, if you're sitting there going like, oh, JJ won that 100%. I saw like Keem tweet it. I spoke to Keem a lot. He was very upset because he thought JJ won it. I can see how you think that because of the last round, but I can see how Logan thinks he won it because he landed more punches. It is literally, I'm waiting for a professional boxer to come out and say this person won. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter. It's a draw. You can't change that. They're going to have another fight. Pretty much do it anyway, unless, you know, it was like, so what? As long as it was close, I assume they would have a rematch because the one who lost would feel like they could have won it. So now it's just a case of waiting for a while. They do an American rematch or wherever it's going to be. A draw is so unlikely in boxing. I don't want to say it because it might happen, but it can't happen twice. It does. I will be shocked. Whoever wins the next one, I can't see there being another rematch. So whoever wins the next one wins. I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below who you thought won, JJ or Logan, because I know a lot of you are going to say JJ, but I kind of want, if you can you give a reason, basically? Give me a genuine, legitimate reason why that person won. I'm going to put a poll as well. Ow! I'm going to put a poll as well to see who you thought won, obviously. I imagine being JJ's friend, and a lot of you watch JJ, you'll choose JJ, but it'll be nice to see. So that is my honest take on all of them. I actually saw, when I saw Jake, I saw Logan afterwards, and he actually said, hi, seemed very nice. I think it is just a case of he doesn't like JJ doesn't like him, but they have a little bit of respect for each other now they've been in the ring. It's nothing to do with me, nothing to do with the side bend. It's just, yeah, it's It's let them fight it out. So yeah, that is it. As I said, this will probably be the last video that I do on the fight, unless my views start to dip. Yeah, I'll be back to normal videos in a couple of days. I've already got a video on the way. It should be out Wednesday. Sorry if this hasn't been the most interesting video for you, but right now it's pretty much everything I'm still thinking about. So I can put that to bed, push it to the side. Kiki, do you love me? Are you right inside thing? I don't know, whatever that dance move is. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you everyone that came to the event. Thank you everyone that supported online. Thank you all the fighters for putting on an incredible show. And yeah, leave a like if you enjoyed, or don't, whatever. Peace.
Crabs are looking Gucci. Sharp is all I want until it suits me. Everything is on point. Show the grind for how I'm living. Can't complain on how my